2025 has already seen some insane game releases, but then out of nowhere, Bethesda just showed up like,
I know it seems absurd to offer Oblivion as recompense, but
and then on April 22nd, as if they were trying to make amends for Starfield, Bethesda did what they do best and dusted off a classic and re-released one of their best games after 19 years. I was a bit too young to play Oblivion back in 2006, but after getting absolutely hooked on Skyrim when it came out, I had to go back and play the older games, including Oblivion, Morrowind, and even Daggerfall. But out of all of the Elder Scroll games that I've played, Oblivion has always been my favorite.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams.
By the nine divides, you're an ugly one.
Exploring all the locations in Oblivion with the remastered graphics is such a surreal experience. It's so easy to get completely immersed in the world again. And unlike Skyrim where you're the all-powerful Dragonborn, Oblivion starts you off as just a nobody. An ugly prisoner who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And honestly, that makes the role-playing feel so much more immersive and grounded. You're free to become whoever you want to be, play however you want to play, and honestly, more RPGs should be taking notes from this. There's just an undeniable charm about Oblivion, whether it's the awkward NPC dialogue, the slightly clunky animations, and the total freedom to just play however you want. It all just works in the best way. I've spent countless hours ignoring the main quests, getting lost in the world just brewing potions, and rising through the ranks of all the different guilds. The side quests aren't just filler either, they're full stories with real choices, unique characters, and actual consequences. No matter what type of playstyle you have, there's always a path for you as well. You could either sneak through the shadows on stealth missions, crush your enemies in the Fighters Guild, or maybe even master the Arcane in the Mages Guild. If you want to be an evil character, you could also walk the darker paths with the Thieves Guilds and the Dark Brotherhood as well. What really sets Oblivion Remastered apart is that none of this feels like throwaway content. Every guild has depth, identity, and meaningful progression. It rewards curiosity and makes the world feel truly alive in a way that most modern RPGs just can't. I will say, however, I have run into just a few bugs while playing, but nothing's been game-breaking yet. In the arena, you typically have to be wearing your team's armor to be able to enter the next fight, but for some reason this guy would only let me start my next fights if I talked to him while I was pretty much naked, which is absolutely
Your next
wild.
opponent wears a heavy raiment, but attacks with a short sword. She's like a heavily armored wasp and has the temper to match.
But other than that weird experience, the gameplay's been very smooth, aside from just 1 to 2 crashes while I was recording. One of my absolutely favorite things about Oblivion is spellcrafting. For some reason, Skyrim took this out of the game, but it's probably because of balancing. So once you unlock the Arcane University, you can stroll into this magical little building here and start whipping up completely broken, game-changing spells, like your Heisenberg cooking up in a fantasy-themed science lab. The possibilities are endless, but here are 2 of my personal masterpieces. First up, you make a spell that boosts your horse's speed, and you let it walk on water for 60 seconds. Yes, I turned my horse into a freaking jet ski, and it's amazing. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's exactly the kind of unhinged freedom that modern games are just too scared to give you for some reason. Just check this out. Even though running on water like your Jesus can be ridiculously fun, probably my favorite spell that I've ever created is one that I use in every single playthrough. It's super simple and super effective, but it just includes all of the bound armor spells, a bound weapon spell of your choice, and then any summon spell that you like as well. So with just 1 cast, I'm battle ready with my creepy little spider sidekick, and the best part about it is that it all disappears when the fight's over, so I don't have to carry all of this crazy heavy gear, so I could stay quick, light, and always ready to cause some extra chaos. It's so much fun.
Victorious! Esteemed Grand Champion, leave the arena now and rest. You've earned it once again.
Oblivion just holds a special place in my heart, and maybe it's from all the nostalgia or looking back through rose-tinted glasses, but I truly don't know if Bethesda could ever top this game. There's so many stupid quests throughout this game that I just couldn't help but laugh at. You could tell that they were passionate about every single detail they put into Oblivion, and that passion is still oozing out in this remaster. Like in this quest where you're trying to appease a Daedric prince by tricking a whole town into thinking the apocalypse is happening. It's so ridiculous, but you steal some stinky cheese to bring rats to the town, and then once they've thrown out the rat poison, you take that to poison their livestock, and then at the end was just something that I just never would have expected. Oblivion is the kind of game that pulls you in and makes you want to explore every corner of its map. From hidden dungeons to secret quests, it feels like there's always something new waiting around every corner. Each playthrough brings a fresh sense of discovery, and the world rewards curiosity in the best ways. If you've never played it before, now's the perfect time to just dive
Have
in.
done well, mortal. I'm amused to think. Head into the center of Border Watch and make sure to duck.
Don't stress about min-maxing or chasing the best gear right away, just enjoy the ride. It's one of those rare games I wish I could experience for the first time again. But however, there is just one thing I think everybody should do in every playthrough, and that's just to push this little dude off any cliff you can find.
By Azura, but hey! What did I ever do to you?